Yep.
Will be
You're good to go
Sapphron.
whenever. So where did the timer go? Actually, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. So you can do the countdown. We're good.
Cool. I'll do the countdown then. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a hack of Super Metroid, right? Basically, this is kind of it's a little bit of a quirky hack because there's 5 different areas that you're going to enter into, and each of these 5 areas all have different physics or different features that they actually carry over from other hacks. So I guess you could say this is kind of like a fan game of 5 different hacks of Super Metroid. Because the creator took inspiration from all these different hacks and he kind of changed the physics in every area, the layout, and like the kind of the traps and the structure are all carried over from different hacks. So you start out in this hack already with a few items: morph, ball, bombs, charge beam, and 1 missile pack. So Saf's already kind of in go mode, I guess you could say, and he can start pretty much with whatever area he wants. For the purpose of this speedrun, right, which is 100%, he wants to reduce backtracking as much as possible. So him and a few other people put in a little bit of work to try and figure out what's the most optimal route to reduce as much backtracking as possible. So right now he's in a hack called YPR. The weird thing about this hack is you have kind of a maze in the center of this area. Wow, I didn't know that item was there. That's cool. Now I know what I missed. So this area has a maze in the center that has like invisible blocks that you can't see, so you don't really know which way you're going, and you kind of just have to run around and find your way out of the maze. It's kind of like in Legend of Zelda, where you have like a mystic wood kind of area, and every exit is in the same way. So if you go left, you don't know if you're going to end up back at the start, or if you go left, you're actually going the right way, because every kind of section of the maze looks the same. So right now he's kind of in a mini boss fight. He has to defeat this enemy with his very minimal loadout in order to open the gray door that locked behind him. Oh, bullshit invisible mazes. Yeah. That's it. So cool, nice shortcut. So that guy's done. He has to do that, I think, either 3 or 4 more times in order to escape an area. He just got super missiles, and I think he's gonna grab a couple more super missiles in this area before he's gonna leave. So yeah, you see how this maze is kind of going, like he has to like swerve around and go in different paths. He can't just go straight. So each area of this hack is independent of one another. So for the most part, Saf will be able to complete pretty much the entire area without having to go into any other area, which is also kind of one of the cool features of this hack. And there's, you know, a creeper face. Nice little Easter egg. And there's another invisible wall right there, you know, that you can't see because it's invisible. So you kind of have to take a little detour around. This metal pirate guy is a little bit easier to take care of, as you just saw. You have to wait until he turns golden in order to be able to hit him, or else he's invulnerable to every attack that you do. So you can manipulate his movement to just make him keep jumping around you over and over again. So he's one of the easier guys to take care of. So I believe that's 2 bosses down and 2 more to go. Once he kills all of like the mini bosses in this area, you'll have access to the final of the actual true boss of this area, which is Golden Torizo. Oh, those pillars suck. If you don't have Spring Ball, which he doesn't yet, you can't really cheese this room, and yeah, he has to constantly be jumping up and down on the crumble blocks, or else they'll respawn on him, and he'll have to morph under and go around. But that time, they're really annoying. The pillars have like weird hitboxes that'll push you down, because you can't, in this game, you don't really have overlapping hitboxes. Super Metroid doesn't like that. So it's this item. Lag Central. You're going to be seeing a lot of lag in this hack. That's just a result of like a bajillion enemies and particles all in the same screen. And all those spikes. Oh, nice. He took a damage from a small enemy, which gave him invulnerability frames so he could get on those spikes without taking hits. Because I think these spikes do 60 damage, and that enemy he took damage from only does 10, so yeah, definitely a lot safer to conserve your health. This area is really difficult without having any items. Very, very dangerous place. And there's Mario. So some more Easter eggs. And here's Mini Kraid. He should die in just like 5 supers, I think, or something. Yeah, pretty easy. He was just vibing. Now there's this nice shortcut right here that takes us all the way back, so you don't have to deal with that spike hallway. So one more mini boss left. I think oh yeah, this next one coming up is extremely annoying. It's on a timer, so you just pretty much have to survive without taking too many hits. And in this room, what Saf wants to do is bring these rippers, I think that's what they're called. He wants to bring them down below so they can break certain blocks that only enemies can break. Sometimes they can be pretty finicky. And he's going to be taking a shortcut here. Yeah. To get some items. So when I first played this hack casually, I hated this room because these gamer guys, they deal like, I don't know, 30, 40 damage to you, and they just keep coming from all sides. I guess he's got a pretty good strat, so that actually wasn't too bad. Maybe I was just a dunce. Oh, and then nice mock ball. He got a really... So he did a mock ball there, which lets him keep his speed in morph ball, and that was extremely tight. He only had one tile of distance to get a morph in. So I believe he has all of the mini bosses done, so he can go into the actual boss of this area, which is Golden Chorizo. And there you go. See, so oh, he's gonna save. Nice. That's right. So see all these like door shells that were just stacked up right there? They're all gray until you kill those mini bosses. And now we have the YY beam, also known as wave beam, but yeah, who cares about that? Dunce is a good word. I use it a lot to describe myself. So this boss can be extremely annoying. Every time you hit him, he teleports to another side of the room, and this doesn't happen in vanilla. This is only in this hack where he teleports when you hit him. So Saf's doing a really good job of manipulating him, so he teleports where he wants him to. He does a lot of damage. See, so he just did 120 damage to Samus, you know, because right now he's suitless. He has no suits. But that was a good fight. Really good fight. He manipulated him pretty well. And now we're going to get the Shonen Jump. In case you haven't noticed already, the creator of this hack is a very avid anime fan. So Shonen Jump lets us jump infinitely in the air. And I think with that, we're actually done with this area. Yeah. So now we're going to take this shortcut elevator out, and we're going to go into the next area, which I absolutely despise. Energy tank. Space jump is really useful if you know how to use it correctly. The problem is it's really quirky how it works. You have to fall a certain distance before you can jump again. So you can't just spam the jump button and you'll just, you know, raise your height vertically infinitely. You have to like time it properly so you can jump again. And the amount of time that you have to wait before you can jump again differs whether you're in lava, in water, in air, and then in different hack physics that you'll see. So it's extremely finicky, but if you know how it works, yeah, it's really useful. Like right now, Saf can keep his momentum without hitting the ground, which, you know, saves time over the course of a run. And now we're in the second area of this hack. It's called Christener Home Nag. We affectionately refer to as the Nag. Basically, it's gonna look like this hack just took a shit on itself. Like, it's just a bunch of crap everywhere. And the person who made this hack, did it purposefully. Because they think it's fun. A lot of the blocks that you see here are not real. And sometimes they just have the wrong graphical pointer. So Saph's standing on solid blocks right now, even though it doesn't look like solid blocks kind of thing. And then there's going to be platforms that aren't really platforms, and enemies that don't really look like enemies. A bunch of stuff that just deceives your eyes. Doors that don't look like they open either. Stuff like that. Spikes in places that there really shouldn't be spikes in. But actually, the fact that this garbage hack is really messed up helps us do sequence breaks like Saph just did there. Saph actually clipped through a block that let him get power bombs early, because you're actually not supposed to get power bombs in this area. You're supposed to get them in a different area. But what he did was he jumped into a 2-tile high block, even though Samus is 3 tiles high, so it pushes her up. And he was able to get power bombs early. And we're actually going to be doing another sequence break in this hack. Or in this area, I mean. To get an item that we need grapple beam for. There's also a lot of references in this hack that you might not get, because they're kind of like inside jokes, I guess you could say, to the Metroid hacking community. Yeah, this hack is pretty messed up, and it gives you a lot of seizures and stuff. Oh, so here we go. Oh, wait, no, not yet. Sorry, not yet. But that was the room where he's gonna do a sequence break. He needs X-ray for that, yeah. So now we have the home nag visor. So this is X-ray, which will let us see actually what the heck is going on in this hack, because all the tiles are messed up. So Saph's gonna unequip Morph Ball, and he's gonna get stuck in this gate, which lets him do an X-ray dance up the gate. So then he can collect this missile pack without having to get grapple beam. And you can do that in the original game too. Basically, X-ray forces you to stand up when you turn around. So if you're crouched inside a solid block and you stand up, that pushes you up like a few pixels. So that's how he was able to get that missile pack. So yeah, the boss of this area is gonna give you a epilepsy or a seizure attack. So if you have epilepsy, you might want to look away. because stuff's going down. Oh, boss isn't that bad? Okay. I must have been thinking of something else. But this is Fantoon. He can give you 3 different patterns: a slow pattern, a mid pattern, or a fast pattern. He got a mid pattern, so you know it's in between good and bad, and 1 round, so very nice. That was a very good fight. Very quick. He's kind of a pushover since you have all this ammo. But also the boss room is just loaded with stuff that you want to avoid, yeah. And now we got a trash tank, speed Borkster, and another trash tank. So with Speed Booster, Sap's going to be able to do a lot more sequence breaks and cool speed tech, you know? Since this is a speed run, you kind of want Speed Booster, because, you know, that makes you go fast. I think we're almost done with this hack. Or not this hack, just this area, I mean. It's just a few more items to clean up. Oh, by the way, that missile pack that you think Saf just skipped is fake. So there's a lot of stuff like that in this hack. Oh. So he's gonna try and get a short charge here. Super tight. Oh, it wasn't fake. Oh, that was the one. Okay, there was invisible blocks that was blocking it. That's why he couldn't pick it up. You know, more invisible blocks in this hack. Because it's just a massive troll. And now we're in the lag room. Lags like crazy. But yeah, so there's a certain speed tech with Speed Booster where if you tap the dash button on a certain frame, it increases your dash counter, but you don't actually increase speed. So it's kind of convoluted how it works. And I'll just give it like the simple answer. Basically, Saf can get blue suit, right, which lets him break speed blocks without actually going fast, which helps if he wants to get blue in a very small distance. Oh, getting stuck in the blocks there. I'm getting quite jebaited at this hack because, you know, it's funky. It's really funky. So yeah, technically I think you want gravity suit here, but physics are kind of weird. So you can wall jump up there. And I believe there's only 2 more items and he's good. Yep, so missile pack, even though he technically picked up morph ball, like what the heck? And then he's gonna come back. Oh, he's got to get this he's gonna get an energy tank. And then I think he's done. Yeah. And now we're out of the nag. So put your Bible thumps in the chat because we're done with the goofy out of place blocks. Sorry, guys. No more seizures. I believe we're going to... What is this? The hospital? Yeah. So this is Darkholm Hospital, another Super Metroid hack. And basically the theme of this area is it's like a hospital, and Samus is like this nurse who's gonna like clean the hospital of infected things, I guess. Yeah, no, that was just that one area. So there's 5 areas in this hack, and each of them has their own like theme, I guess you could call it. So yeah, this is based on a hack of Super Metroid called Darkholm Hospital, which was released in October. It was supposed to be kind of like a spooky Halloween themed hack. So yeah, Saph got Grapple Beam, which actually lets him open these gates. And I think he'll be able to open other gates in other areas as well, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite area of the hack. One, you're not being fooled by literally every block that you look at, and two, the theme is spooky kind of horror stuff, and it's kind of interesting. In this area, he gets a suit, I believe. So he'll finally be getting his first suit after like, I don't know, into what, 30 minutes of the run, 40 minutes of the run? Quite a long time without a suit. And Saph went into like, I think it's probably 2 of the most dangerous areas. This area is not as dangerous. You just have to know where you're going, really. It's more like you can get lost in this area, but enemies don't do that much as in the other areas. And there's not spikes everywhere either. Ooh, Saph. You could have gone for like a power bomb jump or something. So you wouldn't have to fall down again. I just realized. Zoom in. Nice mock ball. Very tight. And now my stream's lagging. Sorry, guys. I got the potato internet. So that was the top level. Every level of this hack, or this area, I mean, I keep saying hack, but it's more like an area. So every level of this area, it gets darker and more dangerous. So in this second level, now you have these orbs that in every room want to attach to you and then suck your life out. And there's water in some of the places, steam, coming out of the ceiling. And I think the third level, there's it's mostly the same. I think it's just darker. I honestly don't remember. Unload 16 missiles into one block. Ooh, now the plasma beam. I forgot that was here. So plasma beam is definitely, well, it's called Spazer 64 in this hack, but plasma beam is the one beam that does the most damage. So it's definitely useful. It makes killing bosses a lot quicker. And I believe now he's gonna go get Varia Suit, which protects him from like heat damage and stuff like that, which he'll need for the next area that he's gonna go to, which is redesign, and that's its own thing. Oh yeah, so map stations in this area are actually like keys to unlock the next level. So that's why you see him destroying like those map stations and then just dipping. So now he can get into the third level, which is the final level of this area. As you can see, like in the tiles, like everything's broken down, like moss is everywhere, algae. Yeah, it's 6 levels in the original hack, but in this area it's 3. And now we're gonna get Varia, which is called, I think, like the nurse suit in this hack. And you can see in the background like that the blood prints. Yeah, and the help. The hands. Very spoopy. Oh, sanitary suit, that's what it's called. So with the sanitary suit, we can protect ourselves from heat damage. And it also reduces damage from enemies. I think it's 50% reduced. I'm not sure if the maker of this hack changed the damage reduction, but yeah. Usually it's that. And now we're gonna go fight everyone's favorite DLC boss, Sportsman. Oh, getting a little stuck in the maze there. Oh, if you think Morph Ball is fast now, just wait. There was a task of this speedrun, right, the 100% speedrun that just released, that literally breaks the game so hardcore because of how fast the Morph Ball can go. There's an item in this hack called Boost Ball, which I don't know, boosts the ball. Oh right, this item. Thankfully, the blocks underneath Saph don't respawn, or else he would have to go. So basically, he's sparked back up into level 2, but then he was able to go back down to level 3. If the blocks respawned, he would have to backtrack all the way, which would just suck so much. Because this hack is kind of like a maze. It's linear, but there's a lot of rooms. And I believe this is the boss fight here. Yeah. Watch. Spore Spawn is really gonna put up a fight. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh no, wait, what? That's not Spore Spawn. It's a ship. A ship that's infected. Yeah, so he goes down in 2 or 3 shots. I don't know, I didn't count. Pretty quick. Doesn't take that much long. That doesn't take that long at all. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I got bad internet. So this area is redesign, and pretty much right off the bat you're gonna notice something about redesign that really sucks, which is the physics. Samus is literally a brick, and your jump height is like a third of what it used to be, and you can't really mock ball. You can mock ball, but your speed is reduced. So basically, instead of taking like 3 space jumps to get up here, it takes Saph like 20. I don't know why he likes this area the most, but you know. You do you. Basically, the original redesign, right, the hack, the basic, like, the purpose of making the hack was just recreate Super Metroid to be, like, anti-speedrunnable. Oh yeah, and then this crumble ball. So, because the physics are so heavy, Saph like has to get this super precise ball jump or bomb jump. And yeah, if he falls into the crumble blocks, it's pretty much game over, because you can't really jump on top of the crumble blocks like you do in other areas, because the physics are so much heavier. But yeah, the original redesign pretty much just tries to make it as hard to speedrun as possible. Like, remove all sequence breaks, all glitches, just make it painful to speedrun, pretty much. And it's definitely doing its job. Why though? Excellent question. I do not have the answer. So yeah, we should have Gravity Suit at this point, you know, but Gravity Suit is pretty out of the way. It's actually in this area, but because redesign is just such a awful area, it's faster to just do lava dives like Saph did. And now we have Screw Axial. Axial is the final edition of redesign. So okay, one cool thing I actually like about this hack though is Screw Attack. gives you a speed boost when you're space jumping. So you actually get pushed forward faster. Sometimes that can trip you up because if you're not used to it. But it allows for some cool speed tech. And yeah, another quirk of this hack specifically is there are Chozo statues that are called Guardians, which hold the key to the final area Turian. So there's only one Guardian in this version of the hack, but you can still kind of see like an Easter egg, like a reference to the actual original hack. And now final boss, the Metroid. Once he gets past this maze. You think you're done with the Metroid, but let's just say you're gonna see him again. So we're done with the lower half, all the lava dives of this area. Now what's left is the upper area, which is basically Turian, I guess you could say. It emulates Turian. Spoilers! Maybe. So yeah, I really kind of hate this area in 100% because the item collection sucks a lot. Because you have to deal with the really annoying physics of like the Earth really wanting to bring Samus down to the ground. I guess that's also the good part why you have space jump so early, so that it makes traversing this area a lot easier. Oh, I said we were done with lava dives, but I guess we lied. Or I lied. I guess I don't know this hack well enough. But like I said, you're supposed to have gravity, but gravity is all the way in the upper part of this hack. So it's really far away. And it's kind of a huge detour to go get it and then come back. Oh yeah, so this area, it's pretty much another maze, as you can see, but it's maze with gates in your way. So you're forced to go through the maze in a certain way and open certain gates that you don't know if might have an effect or not. You're really just going blind here, honestly. Oh, Saf got it again. Okay, so you saw how he went into that missile pack, but he didn't actually grab it? I think that happened in his PB too, the 58. where basically if you lay a power bomb pixel perfectly, the game's code just gets messed up, and it forgets that the missile pack is actually there. So you kind of have to like wiggle around and bomb it to like let the game know like, hey, you never really picked that up. Remind the game that it's still there. It's not freaking out. Basically, you're slap in the face and get back in the game. Okay, so this was the upper part of this area that I was talking about. It resembles Lower Norfair in the original hack. So yeah, this area is a little bit more enjoyable in my opinion. This section of this area. So yeah, he's just gonna do some cleanup here. And then I believe, yeah, he's gonna go into Turian. So you're supposed to have, for Turian, can't get up. For Turian, you're supposed to have Ice Beam to kill the Metroids. But you can also kill the Metroids with power bombs. It's just slower, as you can see. Thankfully, the creator of this hack made power bomb drop rates a little bit higher, so you're not always in constant need of them. Because you have to use 3 power bombs for 1 Metroid to kill them. So yeah, the Metroids are quite annoying in this area. Pro tip, just get ice. Would help a lot. Redesigns. So now we have all the suits, which is nice. Even though we did pretty much do all of the lava dives already without gravity, there is still one more area of this hack that gravity is useful for, which you'll see coming up. I think it's the next area, actually. Spike suit time. Oh yeah. You actually can't die while watching the suit animation. It's an uninterruptible animation, so you will die the very next frame once it's over, but it doesn't like overlap, I guess you could say. So the animation's gonna be done and then you die. So okay. Like I said all the way in the beginning of this hack. Oh no, did you really fall down? Okay, wait. Alright, good. I didn't know that it would just warp you back to the top. I thought that was gonna suck. So, like I said in the beginning, Saf wants to reduce backtracking as much as possible, right? You just want one solid fluid route. So basically, what he's gonna try and do here is get a trick called Spike Suit, where he's gonna get a Shine Spark, and then he wants to take damage from the spikes and unmorph at the very same frame. And then he wants to activate the Shine Spark, and he got it. Oh, and he went up the tube too. Nice. That was pretty optimal. So yeah, he gets hit by a spike, and unmorphs on the same frame. And then exactly 9 frames after, he wants to activate the Shine Spark, which gives him a free Shine Spark to use wherever he wants. And then he uses it almost immediately, right there. So yeah, pretty nice. I think that was like 3rd, 4th try. For a double frame perfect trick, that's really good. Oh, and this is Mega Ball. This is basically also known as Boost Ball, and unfortunately, Saph won't be using it as much because we get it so late in the hack. But in the task, if any of you are interested, Boost Ball or Mega Ball breaks this game wide open because of how broken it is. Anyways, so I didn't even mention, we've already been in this area for like 5 minutes now, but this area is called Ice Metal Uninstall, which is, based on the hack Ice Metal Uninstall. And the kind of quirk of this hack is like you're underwater in this, like, crystal underwater caves kind of stuff. And you're kind of like exploring, excavating in sea caves and stuff like that. So it's really kind of an aesthetic area. It's not like trolling, a trolling area like Christner, Homenag, or YPR. I don't think there's any mazes in here too. So yeah, this area is purely aesthetic, I think. I don't think it really trolls you at all. This hack has 5 areas. This is the 5th. Oh, well, actually, okay, sorry, I lied. There's 6 areas, but 5 main areas. And this is the 5th final main area before we go into the final area of the game. And each area is based on another Super Metroid hack. So this is like a hack of a hack. It's like a fan game hack based on 5 other Super Metroid hacks, It's quirky, but, it's pretty cool. It's a cool concept. Oh, medley, is that the term? My bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not good with the fan game terminology. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is a medley then. Yeah, I didn't know that, but thanks for letting me know. No, it's somewhat original, but it does take like directly from other hacks. Yes, it has features that are taken directly from other hacks. Like the screw attack boost that you get is directly taken from the hack that it came from, which is redesign. And we're gonna go fight the boss of this area, which I hate. He's one of my personal worst bosses because he has a very annoying small hitbox. Well, ooh, nice. All right, only that enemy can break these blocks, but he got some pretty good RNG, and if he knows how physics works, he should be able to do that quickly. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You have X-ray. I'm dumb. So this boss is actually a piece of cake. Yeah. So that was the boss. I forgot. This is 100%. In 100%, you get X-ray, and basically X-ray. What you can do if you fire a shot into that boss and then you use X-ray, you can expend the boss's invulnerability frames without the shot disappearing. So basically, the same shot that you hit that enemy with, it can get like double hit, triple hit, quadruple hit, like quintuple hit from the same shot if you just use X-ray and you just like pause and unpause pretty much the game is what you're doing, and the same shot will just hit the boss over and over again. And we're done with ice metal. So I think, oh, so we want to reduce backtracking as much as possible, but unfortunately there is one solitary item that we can't get until now, which is this power bomb pack, all the way back in the very first area we were in, called YPR. Oh, dude. Yo, okay. Saph basically won a coin flip 5 times in a row, twice. At least I think that's how close it is. Yeah, that ball jump is so tight. So there was like a solid block underneath him, and then an air block right underneath him. So with the amount of speed that it gets from boost ball, basically all he has to do is just win a coin flip and he can make it all the way. Or are you gonna do the quiz? Cute girl? Wait, no way, actually? Hyper beam. I love this hack. Dude, I love these questions. Oh, really? Man. Christina tribute? Oh, I see. Fuzda. So yeah, you have to know Super Metroid trivia facts to get it right. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter if you get it right or wrong. It just subtracts from your in-game timer. Which I forgot to mention, you're actually on a timer in this whole time. You have 2 hours and 20 minutes in-game time to complete this hack. Dude, I actually didn't know Christina. So Christina Homnag is a tribute to Christina who? A popular person or just some Christina? I was thinking like Christina Aguilera or something. Just someone named Christina. Hey, look, the Metroid's back. Oh, but he's dead. Bye. And yeah. I know. Are you sure this isn't how it works, though? Are you sure? Alright, so we're gonna get to the Choppa. Basically, Saph is just gonna go through all 5 hacks one more time to escape and, you know, beat the game. So yeah, YPR, and then I believe Ice Metal, and then, yeah. And then Darkholme Hospital, and then that's it. Time. Beep, beep, beep. Time on the ship. So yeah. That was Super Metroid Y Faster 2, 101%. Done by Sapphron XD. It was a pretty good run. Basically the only, I guess you could say, run killer was the spike suit, and he got that at like 3rd or 4th try, which is, you know, really what you want.
Yo.
Yo.
Congrats on the run, dude. Sub 1.
Ooh, did you actually get sub 1? I wasn't looking at the time.
Yeah, it was about a 59:48 or so.
Epic.
Smashed it.
101%, so it's valid. Instant.
It's always the scary thing about completion runs is if you're not sure you completed it until the end.
Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, like, you know, you don't have to really wait. There aren't really credits in this hack, so you get the percentage almost instantly.
Well, Sapphron is not talking, but you can write in the chat if you want to give any shout-outs or anything that you want to say. That can be dictated. Yeah, it was a sick run.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see more community representation. A lot more Metroid hacks as well.
Yeah,
He
so
said,
thanks for
hosting. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for hosting this marathon, yeah, like Sapphron said. And there's an extra 1%, because there's an extra item in this hack. It's Boost Ball, or Mega Ball, I think.
So then we are presumably good to go and set up on the next run.
Yeah, so thanks for having me, guys. Make sure to follow Sapphron. He plays a lot of Super Metroid hacks.
Twitch.tv/SaffronXD. If you want to shout out yourself as well, you can sell out. You're free to.
And see you guys later.
All right. Thanks for the run, Sapphron.